Time now for your weather on the 4s.
Welcome back, Utah. Checking out our weather with meteorologist Thomas Keyboy. Thomas, going to bed last night, I had like a lightning show at my house.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see those showers and thunderstorms work their way in, even into northern Utah. And something we were talking about yesterday morning, but a little extra moisture helped produce a little bit more in the way of that shower and thunderstorm activity. And we could find a little bit more today. I'm not thinking we're going to find as much today compared to yesterday. But east of I-15 in those higher terrain areas, an isolated shower or storm can't be ruled out. Maybe a few of those make their way into the valley. We'll have more details on that in just a moment. But the main story of today will just be the increasing smoke that will continue to be moving in today and tomorrow. And because of that, our air quality will be taking a little bit of a hit once again. We will be trending slightly cooler into the upcoming weekend. Meanwhile, as we move into the early stages next week, we could start to see some changes as maybe more moisture works its way back in, but we'll have more on that in just a bit. Here's the current view, though, in Deer Valley, and that is an incredible way to start this Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. We're closing in on the weekend, but you can definitely see that haze over the mountains. That is that smoke that we've been talking about, and that concentration continues to increase. Our upper level flow, that's starting to switch more out of the west, and that's helping transport a lot of that smoke from those wildfires into our neighborhood. So we're going to find more smoke across the Beehive State for today. And with that upper level low pressure, this upper level trough moving through, that will add a little extra lift to our atmosphere, and that's why we're at least keeping a slight chance for a few isolated storms once again for today. And we're tracking a few storms out there currently. Not seeing much in the way in northern Utah, but in the eastern half of the state and in the southeastern half of the state, a few showers and storms. So say if you're traveling on I-70 between Richfield and Moab, you might want to be giving yourself a little extra time. There could be times of some gusty winds, also maybe some brief heavy rain as well. And as we go throughout the rest of today, again, if you're along and east of I-15, we could see those isolated showers and storms. If we're going to find any along the Wasatch Front, that's mainly going to be south of Salt Lake City, thinking more along the lines of Wasatch County and also into Summit County. But maybe a few of those storms could find their way into parts of our valleys as well. But with those showers and storms, if we do get some dry thunderstorms, we'll also be keeping an eye on the fire risk for today, even though we're not included in a red flag warning across Utah. So for today, more smoke moves in, system leading to isolated storms mainly east of I-15 and mainly in those higher terrain areas. But as quickly as that moisture came in, it is moving away, and by tomorrow we're right back to mostly dry skies, and those westerly winds will continue to transport more wildfire smoke. So we'll be looking at more patchy smoke not only for Friday but into Saturday as well, and it could linger into Sunday, maybe even into Monday, before we start to see our winds switch more out of the south. This westerly flow will be sticking around, and we'll also be looking at some slightly cooler temperatures in the days ahead, with daytime highs mainly more so in the 80s along the Wasatch Front. But with the chance for showers and storms today in the eastern half of the state and in the southern half of the state, there will be the possibility for some flash flooding in some slot canyons in some of our national parks. So if you're getting an early start on your weekend going for a hike, something you're going to want to watch and make sure that you're keeping track on what's happening with the skies. But across the Beehive State today and across our region, we're going to be looking at daytime highs of 87 degrees in Salt Lake City, 89 degrees over in Wendover. Rock Springs, you're looking at a high of 80 degrees in southwestern Wyoming. Also red flag warnings in southwestern Wyoming, something you're going to want to keep in mind up there. Hazy conditions and down in Cedar City, temperatures in the middle to upper 80s, and could be a little bit smoky down there as well. And that's what we're looking at for St. George. Patchy smoke, temperatures in the triple digits lasting into the upcoming weekend before we start to see our temperatures cool down, with maybe a few isolated storms as we turn the page into the early stages of next week. Along the Wasatch Front, an isolated chance, but that looks mainly south of Salt Lake City. Temperatures around 87 for a high today, middle 80s into the upcoming weekend. But that patchy smoke might be lingering into your Saturday and Sunday as well.